Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, Friday the 20th of July. Thanks again for coming to weatherweb.net. As I say at the beginning of all these videos, it's you coming to the site and telling your friends about it that keeps it all free of charge, because it means that we can put more adverts in front of you, and when you use our charts and our forecasts, we present adverts to you as well, and that generates the revenue which keeps it all free of charge, and we're all happy bunnies. So thank you for doing that, it is appreciated. Okay, weekend is upon us, and we've got some better weather on the way. You've probably heard off the media. Question has always been, how long will it last? And those of you who've been watching the videos for the last few days, and if not, why not? You'll know that I've been saying I thought it was always going to be quite a short-lived dry spell, and that we needed to watch for the risk of thunderstorms late next week. Let me just show you what's going on. This is the ECMWF chart on the left. We've got GFS model on the right, and this is the mean of the 500 millibar flow from day 7 to day 10. Now, in short, that means it's just taking the average of the flow at high levels in the atmosphere between next Friday and next Monday. And the reason we do this is it just gives us a good idea as to how consistent models are, and a good overview as to how conditions are likely to develop in 7 to 10 days' time. And what you can see here is that the ECMWF model has a building pressure out to the west of the country. That's a ridge that builds in here. These red colours showing us where the heights are above normal for the time of year. A cold pool just west of Spain. This is a trough here, and it's in these troughs that we expect more unsettled conditions. GFS is similar in that it's got a ridge in the Atlantic, making more of a trough of the eastern coast of the States, and certainly making much more of this trough across the UK. Now, this is what the GFS is seeing is bringing us a thundery breakdown late next week, and it's also what the Canadian model has been seeing for some time as well. ECMWF just hasn't picked up on it particularly, but certainly the Canadian was the first to come in with it, and now the GFS has kind of followed suit. So it's certainly a feature that we need to be watching, I think, over the next couple of days. Let's go through the charts though, see what's going on. This is the ensemble model for the next few days, and we've got time up here in the top right hand corner. That's today at 6 o'clock this morning. A nice little ridge of high pressure building in, not particularly high, 1050 millibars, but you know, nonetheless, 1 or 2 showers around as well during the course of this morning. Into this afternoon, so we're going to find some showers developing, some of them becoming quite heavy at times. There's the area of high pressure though, look, building in towards the west. Most of the showers, as you can see, over high ground. As we head in towards Saturday now, we're going to find that there'll be some more showers developing during the course of Saturday, but they're tending to be confined to the Pennines to southern Scotland. Elsewhere, it looks like being a fine day. Good spells of sunshine for most, and that really should be very pleasant. However, increased cloud across western Scotland and Western Ireland, probably bringing bits and pieces of low clouds and some drizzle at times as well. But for most of us, it looks like being a very pleasant day. Winds generally are going to be northerly, I think, across the south of the country at around force 2 or 3. Sea breezes developing around the coast. Southwesterlies probably 3s and 4s for Western Scotland and Western Ireland. Those of you who like flying, well, the cloud bases are up, the visibility is good as well, so it should be very pleasant indeed. Into Sunday, looks as if it should be dry across many parts of the country. However, look, you can see the isobars close together through Scotland and Northern Ireland. It's here where we are going to find some periods of rain moving in, some of it quite heavy in northern and western Scotland and the west of Ireland. Elsewhere, looks as if it's dry. We've got sunny spells around, perhaps just bits and pieces of low cloud affecting western coast, but best of the sunshine, central and eastern areas, and quite warm too. 24s, perhaps even a 25 across London on Sunday afternoon. On Monday, it looks like we stay fine and dry across southern areas. I think central parts of Ireland and the northwest of England probably most likely to see some drizzle at times, perhaps for western Wales as well. Should be fine and bright though down towards the south, good spells of sunshine and feeling warm. I think northern Scotland cooler, but sunny spells and some showers here. For Tuesday, bits and pieces of rain perhaps, or cloud affecting the Midlands and central parts of Wales. These tending to fade away. Across Ireland, I think grey skies and pretty cloudy, and perhaps some bits of drizzle for western Scotland as well. More eastern and the far south of England should be brighter though, some sunny spells coming through. Not as sunny as it will have been over the previous few days, but nonetheless, it won't be too bad. As we head in towards, where are we now? Wednesday, looks as if high pressure's in. There'll be some bits and pieces of cloud around in the morning, but that should break, and we should find it being a generally fair day. I think because we go through in towards Thursday, high pressure is well and truly in, and looks as if it should be a fair day across many southern parts of the country. A warm front, though, just tracking its way eastwards across the north, and that means that we'll find some bits and pieces of drizzle further north. Heading into the end of the week and into the weekend, and high pressure is still there, but I think we'll find bits and pieces of cloud drifting down these eastern coast, but there's the high pressure look out towards the west of the country. Now, what I haven't shown you on here yet is the thunderstorms that look like they may well break out across the south during the back end of the week, and let me just show you that, because it's something that's been picked up on by the other models, so I don't just want to run away with the idea that it's going to be fair all week long, although you can see there that the ensemble was trying to hint at that. It's certainly not contained through all models, because look, this is the ECMWF. Now look, here's the low pressure down to the south, look, and watch what happens. This is the middle of next week, so this is the 25th, this is Wednesday, but if we go on to Thursday, look, that low trying to get into the south, I think this is going to be bringing some thundery periods of rain across southern parts of the country by the time we get into late Thursday or into Friday. I think what we will then find is that it becomes north-south split again, where Scotland, Northern England and Ireland look as if they should be generally fair. But I think thundery outbreaks of rain affecting the far south of England, some of them potentially becoming torrential at times. And it looks like that's a pattern that holds well into the weekend and perhaps into the early part of August as well. That's the latest chart that we've got, which takes us to the 30th of July. So high pressure out to the west, but these bits and pieces of thundery rain affecting southern parts of England. So we're still at a question mark over the back end of next week, and it's something that I'll keep you updated about. But certainly I think we need to work on 5 or 6 days of dry, mainly dry weather for most of us, but we need to watch for this thundery breakdown late next week. Okay, thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.